Hello everyone, this is Eswar Banala. So in this video, let us discuss what exactly JSP file is going to be containing. So that is nothing but contents of JSP. More on JSP syntaxes and the contents, what various elements we are using and what various contents we are going to have. So as I mentioned earlier, all the JSP pages, we can also have some HTML code. So we can also write some HTML code for user interface layout. As well, we can also have some JSP tags that to perform some declarations or to provide some actions or to import some directives or to work with some expressions or to write some Java code. So these declarations, actions, directives, expressions, scriptlets can be considered as JSP tags. In short time, let me discuss what will be the syntaxes of this JSP tags will be. As well, we are also having the implicit objects in the JSP. We are going to have some implicit objects like what request object, a response object, session object, config object, and so on. So no need to create the objects explicitly for HTTP servlet request or HTTP servlet response interfaces like what we do in servlet. That generating or that creating the objects manually is not required in JSP. So we can use this implicit objects to make use of the built-in objects. I can consider example request, response, or session or config and so on again here. So again, in a short while or in the next video, let us discuss in what exactly mean by JSP implicit objects. As well, we in JSP, we also can use of Java beans. With this Java beans can have some logic that can be taken JSP level. So I'll discuss or I'll generate one more video for Java beans technologies also. So what we can have in the JSP is we can have the JSP HTML code. We can have some JSP tags. I can also use some implicit objects and I can also use some Java beans. So these are what the contents of your JSP. Major contents what we are going to have to develop one JSP document. As well, now let us discuss what are the various JSP tags we have. So as I mentioned, first let me go for how can we declare a variable in JSP using a tag JSP tag. So we are going to have a dedicated tag to go for declaration in JSP document. So this is what the tag which is used to go for a variable declaration. So a tag, a declaration tag will start with an angular bracket as usual, like all the other tags will do. So it should start with the percentile symbol and followed by an exclamatory symbol. So this is nothing but an opening of your JSP declaration tag. So closing of your JSP declaration tag, that is what percentile followed by the angular bracket. So this is what the syntax for using a JSP variable declaration tag. So this is what is the syntax of declaration tag in JSP. So now let me show you an example. How can I declare one variable in JSP using this particular syntax? Now I just want to declare an variable called age and its data type is integer or int. And I can also give with the initialization by specifying its value. So in my example, I'm going to declare a variable called type int with the value 60. So this statement, what we do as like in your Java or in any other programming languages. So this particular statement has to be embedded inside this particular JSP declaration, which was mentioned in red in color. So which was mentioned in the red in color, you can consider that as an declaration tag used in JSP for declaration. And an example, if I want to declare a variable, that particular variable has to be specified in between this open tag of your JSP declaration and closing tag of your JSP declaration. So this is what the JSP tag uses for declaring a variable as well, initializing a variable. Next, let us discuss what exactly mean by a directive. So The directive is also a special tag of your JSP, which is used to import some classes or which is used to import some packages. So if you want to import some classes or packages to your JSP file, we will be using this directive JSP tag. Like all your Java programs will be importing generally java.io.star package or java.util.star package, like the packages again here. So if I want to import such kind of packages to your JSP document, we will be using this directive JSP tag. So now let me show you an syntax how to use this directive a JSP tag. So this is what the syntax of directive tag in JSP. So it starts with a percentile symbol and followed by @ symbol. So this is going to be considered as a directive tag, which is obviously used for importing the packages. Let me show you an example how to import a package, Java package into a JSP document. I'm using the same syntax and I want to import something like what util.star package of your Java. This is what some example how to import a package to a JSP document. Later on, let me discuss what exactly mean by page and import. But this is what an example of a directive tag which is used for importing the packages. Next, JSP tag is a scriptlet. So this scriptlet is a JSP tag which is used to write some Java code. As I mentioned earlier, JSP document can contain some text data. As well, JSP document can also contain some HTML data. As well, JSP is also can have with the Java code also here. So if I want to embed a Java code in JSP, I should use this scriptlet tag. So let me show you an syntax how to use this scriptlet tag. So scriptlet tag is just used with the percentile symbol. So I hope you can observe almost all the JSP tags, whatever we discussed till now, will be starting with the percentile. So if I'm going to have the percentile symbol, that you can consider as a JSP tag. So if I want to embed any of the Java code, I can use if statements, or I can use some for loops, or I can use for each loop, or whatever the statements we can do with the Java. So all that Java code, if I want to work with some JSP document, I can use this scriptlet. So this is what an example. As usual, as I mentioned, we can use all the Java code in your JSP using the scriptlet tag. So obviously you can understand here, if a greater than b, out.print a is greater. So obviously this particular statement gives you like it looks like a statement of your Java. So since it's a statement in Java, if I want to embed this particular line in your JSP, I'm going to use this scriptlet. Okay, so scriptlet tag is used to embed Java code into your JSP document. Next, as I mentioned, for HTML document, directly I can use HTML tags so that directly I can embed this HTML tags in your JSP document. But the file extension should be .java. I'll show you some examples in the next video how to run your JSP application. And the next JSP tag is to specify an expression. So if I want to give some expression, the expression can be a regular expression or a regular expression using some variables and a constant. For suppose, if I just want to do a plus b equal to c, something. So this is nothing but an expression. So if I want to perform this expression, I should use an element or I just use a JSP tag that is what expression. So if I want to perform this type of expressions in JSP, I should use this expression JSP tag. So now I'll show you what is the syntax of using this expression tag in JSP. So it's very simple. Start with a symbol and followed by an equivalent symbol. So if I'm going to have percentile followed by an equivalent, then this particular JSP tag we can consider as an expression tag. So if I want to perform an expression, say if I want to perform some 10 plus 5, if I want to display or if I want to get the value of 10 plus 5, obviously this 10 plus 5 is an expression. So this expression can be embedded inside or in between the open tag and the close tag of an expression JSP tag. And then we also have a JSP comment. Obviously comments also should embed in the JSP, like what based on, by using the tags again here. So obviously, you know what exactly mean by a comment. So this comment will not be compiled or will not be converted into its respective type, whatever we have. So this will only user for user understanding purpose, but not for compilation. This line will not compiled if I'm going to mention a statement inside any comment. So how can we specify this comment in JSP using a tag? So this is what the tag used for mentioning a comment in JSP. Percentile symbol followed by two hyphen symbols. As well, closing is also similar, followed by two hyphen symbols, followed by a percentile symbol. So if I'm going to mention any line or any statement between this JSP tag, I can consider that as an JSP comment. Obviously, this will not be compiled by your JSP compiler, or this will not be converted into your .class file again. So this is what an example. If I just want to consider this as a comment, so I can mention this as a comment in your JSP. So these are what few JSP tags which can be used for declaration, for importing the packages, for writing the Java code, and for specifying the expressions as well to keep some comments in your JSP program. So this is what the tags in your JSP. So in the next video, I'll share some of the things with respect to your JSP. Thank you for watching.